Our next question gets to the heart of debates around funding and standards in our universities. This student asks, will you be doing something to make the funding of universities adequate for what they need, and will you be looking to do this in a fairer way by effectively charging a graduate tax? And the second part of the question is looking at the issue of standards. Is there something that government can do to standardise all degrees across the university sector to ensure that we don't end up with a situation where some degrees simply aren't worth the paper they're written on?
Look, this is a complicated question. The first thing to recognise is that we have a massive breadth of different higher education institutions, and the money that the government has given to those institutions has gone up by 30% in the last 10 years. And it's right to say that British universities are better off than they have ever been before. I think it's also right to say that this generation of students who have paid, not up front, but students who feel that they are consumers, if you like, that are making a contribution to their education, are absolutely focused on the kind of student experience that they get. And in that area, I think that there is a range across those universities about that student experience. And that's why we set up the National Student Forum, so we could get a better sense of what students were saying, and we could indeed, as a government and with universities, act on what they were saying. It's why I don't go to universities without meeting groups of students and actively listening to what they're saying about that experience. So I think that there is more to do there. We will be publishing a higher education framework in the summer, and I think we'll be coming back to that issue. But I do want to say that I think quality at British universities is amongst the very, very best in the world. Going forward, I think probably the QAA, the organisation that is in charge of managing that quality, perhaps needs to be more public facing, but absolutely the reason why we have the reputation we have is because quality is second to none.